All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Once again, my name is Juan. This is Goku Guidance. All right, guys, we have a fantastic episode for you guys today. The title of today's video is how or semen retention will turn you into the unreachable man. What do I mean by that? Unreachable. Men will not be able to compete with you no matter how hard they try. If they're not on semen retention themselves, they cannot compete. It's not even a competition. They can't reach you. Think about we're gonna go in like kind of like a cartoony kind of way today, but then really think about like the power level of like Goku and all this stuff, you know, it's just all make believe. Like this is real shit, but like think about like the power level of like Goku on like Super Saiyan. We're just gonna really get that stupid, where people are trying to compete with Goku, but like his power level is like stupidly high. Does that make sense? It makes sense because all fiction, every single little bit of aspect of fiction, whether it's like space fiction or any kind of fiction that there is some truth to that. So when you're doing semen retention, you're just basically collecting energy. You're collecting energy every day. It's like putting a penny or two pennies in like basically a jar that's unfillable. And every day you're collecting your 2 pennies. A year goes by, 2 years goes by, 3 years goes by, 4 years goes by, 5 years goes by, and by the time 5 years goes by, you're gonna accumulate an amount of wealth. Like this is all like internal wealth for your body, mind, and spirit. Okay, internal wealth inside of you. And for the person that's never retained the amount of energy is so stupid, it is mind blowing. It's so mind blowing that people will be on whatever they want to fucking shoot up, whether it's steroids, it doesn't really matter. And it really, you know, the stupid part about all this, that like even people that are bigger than you, that been in the gym for however long they've been on it, that they've been shooting up all this crap garbage. Even though they know that they can just pick you up and toss you across the fucking room. You know, I was watching that Rocky film where the Hulk Hogan like picks him up and just tosses him like a rag doll.
Adrian!
Rocky!
Catch me!
But even though people knowingly that they can't do that, they will not do that. I was like, why? Because energy is meant to be respected. Energy is meant to be respected. The more life force energy that you have, the more respect that you will receive. Whether people want to admit it or not, it like the haters, it's almost like your aura. It's almost like a bubble of protection around you. It is difficult to put into words, but people that want to do harm to you, they know, like consciously or subconsciously, it's like, hey man, I can't even get near this guy. I can't even get near this guy to try to punch him. I can't even try to get near this guy because the energy level in this person's body and his aura is so stupidly strong. It's like I was saying on one of my last videos. Like most of the battles are won. Like it's like 99% of the battles that you fight with people in general. It's all mental. It's all mental battles. Like when people hate on you, when people dislike you, when people treat you differently, it's because they can't stand you both and I. Okay, so all of us. Okay, like we're all mirror reflections off of each other. So when somebody like looks at a retainer, all their insecurities reflect off of you. Every single last one. And it's almost like this insecurities that reflect off of you. It's like a shield or like a bubble that protects you. It's hard to put into words, but people like know that they can't enter, they can't be around you because they respect they respect the energy so much. They respect it that they choose to stay away from it because it's too much. It's too much for their, and I hate to keep repeating myself, but most people have low IQ. It's too much for their IQ. It's way too much. So it like all the negativity, it repels it. And they like, even though they know that they can physically grab you and toss you across the room like a rag doll, they won't do it. Because they respect the energy that you carry. They might not respect you as an individual. They might not like you as an individual. You might be the most hideous thing that they've ever saw, but the energy that you carry inside of you is like, whoa, this guy has a power level of 1,000, whatever, 1,000,000, and my power level is of 2. There is zero chance that I can defeat this guy. Zero chance. And like I said, like 99% of the battles are not physical. And if it were to get physical, oh my goodness. They don't even stand a chance. They don't stand a chance. If it were to become physical, them knowing that they can just toss, like they won't even stand a chance. Because of the amount of aggression that you have stored in you. Elite athletes know these. They know this. Elite athletes know these. Boxers, MMA fighters, Olympic contenders, like people like in the Olympics, they've known this. This is not a secret. It's not something that like only like certain elite people that they can do. Anybody can do these things. Anybody. You just have to have a strong will. A strong will, and you have to have like a really strong mental fortitude. Anybody can do this. And that's why they tell boxers like, hey man, like don't have sex with your wife, don't masturbate, you can't do this. You have an upcoming fight, and your fight is 6 months from now. It's like, yo, what, 6 months from today? It's like, yeah, bro. Like, well, what am I supposed to do? All that aggression that you have inside of you, literally all that aggression that you have inside of you, channel it towards your goal. And then once you reach that goal, once your actual battle or your fight starts, all of that pent up aggression that you have in you, you unleash it on your enemies. Unleash it. So it's like you will become unreachable to most people. To like 99.9% of the population, you will be unreachable. And we're just talking about the man side, the man aspect of these things. We're just talking about the man side. Well, what about the women's side? Women, it's kind of more or less of the same story. Like most women, like just like men, they're all insecure. Most of them are insecure. Okay, most of them are insecure about whatever because of their beauty, their weight, their hair, their size of their butt, the size of their bust, all that. They're all insecure. So when you have a man that's really secure about themselves, you'll push him away as well, because they're like, no, dude, like this guy, I can't, like I couldn't enter his force field. And it's not because it's not because you're gonna be aggressive. It's just because they're not willing to accept the fact of their insecurities, because you reflect off of them. You reflect off of them, and it doesn't matter. Like they'll look at you And they'll be like, no, there's no way I can be with this guy. There's no way I can be with this guy. No, they subconsciously, they're like, this guy, like he's up here, and because of their insecurities, they're down here. It takes a person with like really high IQ to understand that if somebody's up here and you're down here, it's like, hey man, hey, wait a minute, I'm down here and he's up here, and if I ever get with this guy, he can bring me up to his level. But yet again, we're dealing with a society that's hooked on literally everything. Everything from alcohol to pornography to whatever, and it keeps their intelligence, like, yeah, I forgot what hand I would use. It keeps their intelligence low. It keeps the intelligence low. So therefore, low IQ people you will always repel them, because they don't have, most 99% of the population does not have self-control. As a matter of fact, they don't even know what it is. They don't even know what that is. They don't even know what that is. Well, what the fuck is self-control? It's like, hey man, it's just the ability to say no. It's like, well, I can't do that. That's why you're where you're at. That's why you're where you're at. Because they lack self-control. It's just sexual control. If you can control your sexual nature, you can control everything. Everything. You can control everything. Everything, it's at your command. And people can see that. People can see that you command respect, not because you demand it by force, but because of your mere presence. Just because of your mere presence, it demands respect. It demands it. Here comes a man that is fully in control of all of his desires, sexual desires, and there's a reason why you guys have to intermittent fast. There's a reason why you guys have to intermittent fast, because like also a lot of it has to do with the food intake. If you can say no to food, you can say no to sex. Same thing with like junk food and like social media and pornography. You can say no to all of these things. Even to drugs and alcohol, you can say no. You can say no. And the more self-control you have, the more you master your own body, the more respect that is demanded. The fucking respect is demanded from you. But not from you personally. Your body itself demands the respect. Just your mere presence, and you will push a lot of people away because they fear it. They're like, hey man, like we know, like it's subconsciously or consciously, they know. It's like, hey man, like I'm not calling anybody trash or anything, but they know. It's like, hey man, like we operate in this zone. This is my comfort zone. This is where I feel comfortable. Okay, this is where I feel really comfortable. It's like, well, what about up here? That's like elite level of operating. Elite. You're talking about elite level of operating, and that's you will become the unreachable man, because you operate in a higher state of mind, body, and soul. People, and obviously, can people get to your level? Yes. It's literally like Dragon Ball Z. You go into the hyperbolic time chamber, you work out for like fucking 5 years straight, you do your semen retention for 5 years straight, you do intermittent fasting for 5 years straight, and this is the result that you will get. This is the result that you will get. Elite athletes come up to me. Some dude came up to me, you're talking about elite athletes that compete in stage. And obviously the first question that comes to their mind is like, hey man, are you on steroids, bro? It's like, no man, do I look like I'm on steroids? And most people will be like, yeah bro, you look like you're on fucking steroids. It's like, well, first of all, you've never seen a dude on steroids. And second of all, like, the dude's on steroids himself, and he's got massive everything. But yet again, Even though this guy knows that he can just toss me across the room, he knows it's like, hey man, I like you're bigger than I am, you're stronger than I am, you're leaner than I am, like you're everything that I want to be. And because all of his insecurities reflect off of you. And even women, they're like, hey man, you're the type of guy that I want to date, but I'm like scared. Like the reason why like even for women you become unreachable, I'm scared because this is my comfort level. This is where I feel safe. This is where I you know, like whatever. I eat my chocolates and I watch my little soap operas and I do dirty deeds that I shouldn't be doing. Like this is comfortable. I'm afraid that if shit, like my hands are all fucked up. I'm afraid that if I get with this man, he's gonna push me to come here. And this is too much for me. I'm not elite. I'm not looking, most women aren't looking for elite. 99.9% women are looking for the exact fucking opposite. They're looking for this. They're like, I'm elite and you have to worship me. And if you want to get to my level, you have to worship me and you have to get on your knees and you have to beg and you have to chase me and we're gonna play stupid fucking games because most people want control. I don't care who you are, you want the control. You want control of the people. And by God, if you say something to upset me, I'll leave your ass. And then you have to chase me and you have to beg. Like that's why you become the unreachable man. Because real men don't beg. Real men don't chase. That's why you attract, because your energy level is so huge that you have, what do you call it? You literally have zero reasons to be chasing anything or anyone because everything is attracted to you. Everything that has abundant life energy, it's meant to attract. It's like on my last video, butterflies with abundant sex energy. You're talking about abundant sex energy. This butterfly has been around. I don't know how long butterflies live for, but let's say they live for 10 years. I really don't think they live for 10 years, but let's just say that they do. This butterfly has been around for 7 years, hasn't had sex. Like all the women or all the female butterflies are gonna flock to him. Why? Because of the genetic stock. Like the genetic stock couldn't be any more perfect than what it should be. Like it couldn't be any more perfect because anything that holds large amounts of sexual energy, like nature or God himself, I'm not really exactly sure, but I know for a fact it's God himself. It makes you into a beautiful being. It makes you into a beautiful being. That your skin starts to radiate. Like you can see it on the person's skin. You can see that this guy has discipline. How the fuck can you see that he has discipline? Because everybody has a pair of these. And everybody sees, like, in order for you to get to the point to the level or to the point where you're in your life, you have to have discipline. Only a moron or a blind person or somebody that has low IQ couldn't see that. They could, like, does that make sense? They couldn't see. It's like, well, like that guy was born like that. Really, I was born like this, bro? Does that make sense? Oh no, like he's on fucking steroids and like he just has like really, bro, like really, I would have been fucking dead by now, bro. I would have been dead by now. Not only that, not only would I have been dead, I'd be like fucking this big. I'd be like, roar. I have a lot of fucking energy today, guys. I'm sorry. I have a lot of energy. But does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like I know you guys are the viewers. You guys have seen it all. I know you guys go through YouTube and you guys go through your YouTube shorts, and every now and then, like, some dude on PEDs or fucking steroid comes on, and it's like, yeah, and you guys are like, yeah, good luck with that, buddy. But only a moron or a blind person couldn't see that you have discipline, that you have the will to keep going. It's not just for to make yourself into a beautiful being, but it's also for your survival. It really is survival in the fittest. You're in the fucking jungle, dude. You're in the fucking jungle. You're in the concrete jungle, and people want to take everything away from you if they can, right? They want to take every single fucking peso that they can possibly take from you. Not just actual like currency, but spiritual currency as well. And if they can take you out, and like if they can injure you, then they'll take your physical away from you. They're trying. Why? Because of your abundant life force energy. Your energy is so abundant, people will try to take that away from you because they can't stand that you are in a higher level of consciousness, in a higher level of operating. Like you're talking about like elite of the elite. And it's like I said, guys, it's like, well, like, because people subconsciously or consciously know, it's like, hey man, I could get like that if I want. It's like, well, why don't you do it? Because they have a weak will. Their will is weak. Well, how do you get a strong will? Like, in order for you to have a strong mind, you have to have a strong body. If you have a weak body, the mind follows. The mind will follow. You will be a slave to lust. You will be a slave to your addiction. Whether your addiction is pornography, whether it doesn't matter. Whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, you will be a slave because of the weak mind that you have. Okay, but what if you reverse the role? What if you start working on your body? Then the mind follows. The mind follows, and the mind starts. Well, you also have to do your semen retention, and then the mind starts saying no, because you want to, whether you want to or not. Like, you know that you want to be the unreachable man. You know that you want to be the unreachable. And if you really don't want to be the unreachable man, then do as you want. Do whatever you want. The only thing that I can tell you, the only real thing that I can tell you is don't knock it till you try it. Do not knock it till you try it. And once you see what I see, you'll be like, man, this dude is fucking right, man. This guy's been on point. It's like, well, and the only reason I can tell you guys this is because I'm living it. I'm living proof. Not only am I living proof of that, like, I live in a fucked up country where the average IQ level is like it's below 100. And a lot of it has to do because like I don't really know what happens, but I know that 99% of the men and women too, they're sexually perverted by the time they reach the age of 10. That's number one. And then number two, this is why I stress a lot about your diet, guys. This is why I stress a lot about, like, people here, their go-to diet is just like fucking Doritos and fucking soda and shit. Coca-Cola specifically, that's their fucking go-to diet. And no wonder you have low IQ. No wonder you fucking hate. No wonder you stare down at the one dude that can fucking help you, dude. Like, and help you in a sense, like it's like a mental help, like, but like they will never understand, and everybody's always gonna be quick to judge. Everybody's gonna be quick to judge. No, nobody will ever see that your grind. Nobody will ever see the tears. Nobody will ever see the blood, the actual blood. Nobody will see the injuries. I've been injured in the gym many times. Nobody will ever see that. Nobody will ever saw. The only person that actually saw physically with his own eyes is my son. When I got injured and when I'm sitting there crying, I can't move. He's the only one that actually saw. But everybody always just sees, the reason why you're so big is because you're on steroids, and the reason why you're whatever is because you're on fucking steroids and shit. Really, dude? Like, because fucking steroids also makes your fucking skin glow? It's utter fucking nonsense, and it's because 99% of the population is low IQ. Well, I got a fucking college degree. It's like, your college degree doesn't mean shit if your diet is fucking Cheetos, Doritos, and fucking Coca-Cola and shit, right? And then your mode of entertainment is just pornography. Your college degrees means dick to me. It doesn't mean anything. You will become the unreachable man, just for those facts, just because of that, and people like as soon as you reach the tippy top of the iceberg, that's when everybody tries to steal your energy. It's called a crab mentality. There's an actual joke about the Chinese crabs, the Mexican crabs, and the American crabs. Well, obviously the American crabs get out and they help each other out, right? They'll get a rope and they'll get fucking ladders and they'll get out of the bucket. No problem. It's America, right? Yeah, the land of the free and the home of the brave. We can do this shit no matter what, dude. All right. Well, what about the Chinese? The Chinese will make a little fucking human chain of fucking crab and they'll get out. Well, what about the Mexican crabs? As soon as they see one trying to rise, they pull his ass down because they're jealous, and they will these energy vampires will try to take your energy any way they can, by slandering, by giving you evil looks, by slandering is the same thing as like gossiping, but that's their main weapon is the gossip. The second main weapon, it's passive aggressiveness. Passive aggressiveness. Like, you'll walk out by them and you're like, hey, how you doing? How's it going, bro? And they'll completely look like you don't exist. Like you'll be standing right in fucking front of them. Hey, how's it going? And they'll be like, you don't exist. I did this to a fucking guy. He was talking massive shit. I went up to him and I went up to him like this and stared at him in his eye. I went up to him like this and I stared at him in his eye. And the guy was going like that. And then you know what I did? You really want to know what I did? I did the same thing. I grabbed him by the shoulder. I'm like, what are we looking at, bro? The whole time ignoring me as I'm grabbing him by the fucking shoulder like this. What are we looking at, bro? He couldn't stand it. And obviously the gossip, everybody's all gossiping as like, hey, this guy's on steroids, this guy's this guy's that, he's a homosexual, blah, 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 whatever, right? Whatever, like homosexuals, like really, bro? Like, do I look like a fucking homosexual? But here in Mexico, because of the low IQ, you'll be like, yeah, dude, that guy is 100% gay. It's like, well, where's his girlfriend? It's like, I'm on semen retention, bro. Like, the concept of semen retention doesn't even enter the brain. They don't even know what that is. And you will become the unreachable man. People will try to compete with you in every sense of the word. But no matter how hard they try, they cannot. Women will try to compete against each other, But as soon as you get close to them, they're like, yeah, no, because he's gonna make me work out, and instead of thinking is like, man, this guy can put me on the top, and then become great together, and actually push each other up even to higher levels. This is a great quote. A man can do great things by himself. A man can do very great things by himself. But he can reach higher limits with a woman. We weren't meant to be alone, guys. We were meant to have a partner. But in modern age society, if you even fucking hints that you're up here, dude, stay the fuck away from me. Like, you are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a freaking moron that'll fucking worship me, and that he'll beg for me, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for beggars. Real men don't beg. Real men command. And they don't command it by force. Like, they command it just by mere presence. Just by mere presence. All you gotta do is show up. All you gotta do is show up. And the respect will be granted to you. Whether they like you or not. They have to. They have to. Whether they want to or not. Anyways, guys, that's all we have for today. I hope this video was insightful for you guys. Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Comment down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Somebody was asking me about, I can't remember your name. I'll look it up, about a one-on-one. I have zero issues with that. If you guys want to learn more, hit me up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so when you guys see the next video, you guys can it'll just go straight to your mailbox. And once again, my name is Juan. This has been Goku Guidance. Until next time, fellas.